Nation's capital to cities across the country, communities are honoring those who paid the ultimate price for our freedoms. Just a short time ago, people in Cumberland County gathered for a special service at Freedom Memorial Park. Our Fayetteville reporter Gilbert Bays was there to honor the brave men and women who died on the battlefield. And Gilbert, I know you as a former Ranger qualified officer who served at Fort Bragg. I know this was a very moving event for you.
Well, Jeff, yes, it's always a moving event for me, but also for the countless Americans across this country who have had friends and family members who have paid the ultimate sacrifice in war. But it's also extra special for those of us who choose to live here in Fayetteville and Cumberland County because of our friends who proudly serve at Fort Bragg, soon to become Fort Liberty. Now, it did not rain here this morning during the ceremony, but the weather may have impacted the size of the crowd in attendance, but it did not dampen the spirit of those who came out to honor those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our country. We had wreaths that were posted at monuments that remember the fallen at just about every war in which Americans fought and died. And just about anyone in this crowd could tell you a story about a loved one or a friend who served and why this day is extra special.
Especially guys and gals that's been deployed a lot, we look at it a little bit differently. We continually think about those guys and gals that we lost in combat every day. I mean, they're never far from our mind because those are our friends, our comrades.
Now, the fallen were honored with a gun salute and the rendering of taps, as you can hear. And those still unaccounted for during the war were remembered with the Missing Man Table ceremony. And, while all this was going on, I was making my way around the Memorial Park here and just taking some pictures. I had a guy who came up to me and asked me, "Sir, do you know if the names on this Vietnam memorial are going to be read aloud?" And I told him I wasn't sure, and I asked him why. He said, "Well, I had an awful lot of friends who died in Vietnam." He said that with a lot of emotion, Jeff. He held his head down and he just walked away. Jeff, and everybody listening, make sure you enjoy your day off. This is a day that you remember that freedom is not free.
Don't we know that? And Gilbert, thank you for your service.
We never want to forget the meaning behind this holiday. President Joe Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris, and Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin took part in the annual Memorial Day tradition at Arlington National Cemetery. As part of the 155th National Memorial Day observance, President Biden delivered the address at Memorial Amphitheater. This is a live look at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, where he took part in a wreath-laying ceremony earlier as well. This was Biden's third speech since taking office. There, Secretary Austin also delivered remarks.
Throughout the annals of history, our troops have fought for our democracy and, if necessary, died for it. Today, their service and sacrifice, and that of their families, that goes far beyond those silent stones out there.
The first official Decoration Day was held at Arlington National Cemetery on May 30th, 1868, following the Civil War. The holiday became officially known as Memorial Day in 1971.
There are many events happening today in our area to honor service members who made the supreme sacrifice. Here's a look at just a few of them. Raleigh Post 1 of the American Legion will hold a service at the Raleigh National Cemetery on Rock Quarry Road. That's at 2 p.m. The Raleigh Concert Band will start playing at 1:30 and play for 30 minutes prior to that service. Cary's Memorial Day Remembrance is at 2:30 this afternoon. That's at a special Field of Flags at Veterans Freedom Park. Parking is available at Cary Academy, and there will be a shuttle between the two locations. You can find a full list of Memorial Day ceremonies, events, and observances in the WRL app and online at WRL.com. Just go